Well, I was wrong, and I'm pretty thrilled to be wrong on this one. What's up, guys? It's me, and that just finished up about 5, 10 minutes ago. So, what are we going to talk about here? Because the story of the game pretty well writes itself. Kind of like my professional team. My professional team right now is overcoming bad offense by having a spectacular defense, but I expected that. And then we've got my college team over here winning in basically the same way, but I didn't expect it to be this good. I mean, if you go back and watch my post-game video that I made earlier today, I didn't really expect us to win this game. I didn't completely count us out, but I didn't think we were going to win. I thought USC's offense was just going to be too good, but they really never threatened us that much, especially with their passing attack. And I thought the passing attack was going to get to us eventually. I thought our lack of star power and our lack of consistent offense was going to eventually do the defense in. They gave up very little throughout this game. It was spectacular. I mean, Travis Feeney is not only replacing Kikaha from last year, but he's playing about as well as Kikaha did last year on many of these plays. I never saw that coming. You got Buda Baker out there making me forget about Marcus Peters. We got guys on the defensive line applying quarterback pressure every time he drops back. Cody Kessler was getting slammed repeatedly. In a couple of cases, he got slammed a little too hard. More on that in a second. But a lot of quarterback pressure. Great coverage. I mean, Juju's a phenomenal wide receiver talent. We held him down. We held him in check. He had good plays. He did some good stuff out there, but for the most part, we handled him. And you can't say enough about this defense right now. We gave up 12 points, 1 touchdown, 2 field goals to the USC Trojans, one of the best offenses in the country. And after a game like this, you have to say that this defense is the expectation now has to be that this defense can play well against anybody. The guys have shown up week after week to start this season. They played, in my opinion, better than I expected in every game so far. And now the expectation is there. They need to keep up this level of play the whole season. But just talking about tonight, absolutely wonderful. Now I'll say this in fairness to SC and in fairness to us. USC didn't commit to the run until the end of the game, and they had success running against us all game. They couldn't pass against us at all, and they kept going back to it, I think almost out of a reflexive desire to establish the pass because that's what they've been doing all year. And, they've got the Heisman candidate quarterback, and they've got the superstar young wide receiver in Juju, and it never got going. And I think it's fair to say that if the Trojans had committed to the run earlier in this game, we may have had a lot more trouble than we did. But that takes away from what we did against their passing offense, which was really almost shut it down. So that's just kind of a footnote. But in all fairness, I don't think the USC play calling was particularly good. So that's the defense, A+. Not much you can say bad about those guys. Offense. Really two stories you can tell from this offense, in my opinion, after tonight. We have 2 true freshmen on this roster, and I keep going back to this, but it continues to be true. They are the future of the UW offense. And we need to see big things from them this year in terms of growth so we can feel good about next year. One guy played bad. I'm just going to say it. He made a big play at the end to seal the game with that first down. But Jake Browning, he missed so many throws down the field. He left a lot of big plays out there tonight. I mean, overthrowing guys. He underthrew the tight end, Perkins, Joshua Perkins, overthrew him, had him for a touchdown, underthrew him, had other big plays down the field where he just missed. And, these guys are getting open. He had opportunities, and he just didn't convert. He had the pick, which may have taken points off the board. He ran into a couple of sacks, and in general, he just was not very effective tonight. So, yeah, Jake Browning, he's got some stuff to clean up. He made a couple plays at the end there, I'll give him that, and he got the win, but a lot of stuff that he needs to work on. But our other true freshman, Miles Gaskin, that absolutely incredible. Fourth quarter rolled around, and it was almost an art form to watch him just wear down on that defense the whole game, all leading up to that touchdown drive. That touchdown drive, I believe it was right near the beginning of the fourth quarter, where it was all him. We gave it to him, gave it to him, gave it to him, gave it to him, made people miss, hit the hole, found the gaps, and we had a touchdown drive that was completely generated by handoffs to Miles Gaskin. And that was the best I've seen him look all year. So, very promising performance on his part. He carried this offense tonight on a night where the passing attack just wasn't there. And he was the rock of the offense, just wearing down that defense, and made all the difference in a low-scoring game like this one. So, mixed results on the offense. They moved the ball a little bit, but they just couldn't sustain very many drives. They kicked the field goal in the first half, and then they generated some points in the second half fairly successfully. But saw some things I liked there, saw some things I didn't like there. But the most important thing is Miles Gaskin, on a day where Dwayne Washington really didn't do anything at all for us, just took over the game for stretches and got us this win. What else can I say about this one? It feels great to beat USC. I will always consider our main rival to be Oregon because that's the way it has been over the past 10 years, basically. We haven't beaten Oregon in over a decade. But USC's right there. USC's obviously probably been a more serious rival over the history of our teams. So it feels good. And maybe I need to reevaluate where this team is headed, because I said in a previous video that if this defense keeps doing what they're doing, we're going to have the opportunity to win a couple games this year. With the way it's going, it's more like if the defense keeps doing what they're doing, we'll have the opportunity to win every game. Obviously, we won't, but it's basically up to the offense and what they can do. Tonight, the offense didn't even have to do that much because the defense was that dominant. I mean, at the end of the game there, it looked like we were about to seal it up. And then on third down, Victor Azim gets whistled for roughing the passer. He got ejected. He's going to miss the first half against Oregon, which sucks, but it is what it is. USC takes that opportunity, drives down the field. Everybody's thinking, oh my God, this has completely changed the game. Offense goes out there, goes backwards 10 yards and punts. And, of course, I'm thinking, this is the moment where USC takes control of this game, takes the lead, and doesn't look back. Defense forces a punt. Offense goes 3 and out. And, of course, I'm thinking, okay, this is where the defense falters a little bit because, quite frankly, they're probably out of energy. They give up the touchdown, and we drop the game. They don't break. They force a long field goal. They miss it, and then the offense closes out the game with a first down. And that's incredible to me because after that roughing the passer penalty gave USC life on their touchdown drive, and then they even had a roughing the passer penalty on the last offensive drive. Nobody would have been that shocked if the defense just took that opportunity to falter and give up a touchdown. They didn't. They had multiple opportunities to do it, and they didn't. So, great job by those guys. I said a couple videos ago, this is a defense without superstars, but some of these guys, they're playing like it, and if they keep it up, then people will consider them superstars. So it's a pleasure to watch. It's a pleasure to watch this defense play the way they are right now. Next week we got Oregon, and they look like they're on the way down now. Would love to be able to catch them before they get back on their feet. We'll see what happens. We've obviously got an extended week off. But I'm just going to enjoy this right now. This one felt good. This team's playing football the right way. Passing game's got some stuff to clean up, but there is hope on the horizon. See if we can turn it into a bowl game. Catch you guys later.